I've got this corrupt ICC prosecutor that decided I'm a war criminal. You want to hear this story? I mean, this is indicative of what we're dealing with.
Yes, tell us about it, because many people don't know that the first Trump administration placed sanctions on the International Criminal Court, not because they were going after you or Israel, but because they were going after American soldiers. And President Biden lifted those sanctions. Trump has imposed them again and expanded them. But that's an incredible personal cost that you've had to face as you lead your country in this war.
Well, we were accused, there were charges floating around about war crimes and so on. So this ICC prosecutor said that he'll come to Israel. Israel is an upstanding country. It has an independent judiciary, saying all these good things. He's about to come to Israel. And on the day that he's supposed to come, he cancels the visit. And I think 2 days later, he issues these arrest warrants for me, the Prime Minister of Israel, and our former defense minister as war criminals. And we couldn't understand it. What happened? Little did we know that a few days before that, he was confronted by a senior staff member who said to him, there is a female staff member in your office who says that you have been raping her and sexually assaulting her for over a year. And this guy, the prosecutor, Karim Khan, whose brother was sitting in a British jail for sexual assault against a minor, he said, I'm ruined. I have to get out of this somehow. So he decided the best way to get out of that was to hit the Jews or hit the prime minister of the Jewish state, because you'll have all that, all these extreme progressives lining up automatically behind him. They won't support Israel, they'd support him. So obviously they did. That's exactly what he did. He wanted to extricate himself from these sexual assault charges, and he slapped these completely false charges, which I'll talk about in a minute, against Israel. And since then, there have been 4 other women who came to the fore and accused him. So he's been sort of suspended. But that's what you have. The International Criminal Court, an unelected, corrupt bureaucracy, charges or issues arrest warrants against the prime minister of a democratic state, fighting against these savage terrorists. And how can you have a greater inversion of justice and a greater perversion of justice? And that's basically what President Trump is doing now. He's saying, enough of this. I won't stand when that is being done to America's soldiers, and I won't stand when it's being done to to America's ally Israel. And I think he should be commended. He's issued sanctions against this corrupt prosecutor and the corrupt judges who enabled the issuing of these warrants. And by the way, the one who wasn't corrupt, the Romanian judge, they removed her just before the issuing the warrants. They knew what they were doing, So this is what we're dealing with. Yes, I mean there's a lot of vilification, a lot of lies, but that won't stop us. We'll do what we need to do to defend ourselves.
Yes, apparently they told the women not to complain because they'd be jeopardizing the case against Israel. They'd be jeopardizing the Palestinian cause if they complained about sexual misconduct inside the ICC.
You're quite right. The first woman who complained was Malaysian, very anti-Israeli, and they could hold her back for a while, saying, listen, it's more important to falsely accuse Israel of these war crimes than for your charges to be heard. Well, apparently it didn't convince her for long. But this is what we're dealing with. It's a completely corrupt organization, and it has to be exposed. And I'm glad we have the opportunity to do so here. But obviously, it's not only the charges that are leveled against me. They're not really leveled against me. They're leveled against the state of Israel, the Israeli Defense Forces, our military, that is going to exceptional lengths that no other army has gone to get civilians out of harm's way. I mean, we have issued not thousands, millions of phone calls, millions of text messages to Palestinian civilians in Gaza. Please leave, get out of harm's way. We're coming into this neighborhood. And Hamas does everything in its power to keep them in harm's way, using them as human shields, shooting them if they want to leave these neighborhoods. And of course, Israel is accused of genocide. No army has gone to such lengths to prevent civilian casualties.